If you would please rise for our national anthem.
Make it big. Hang on.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would like all members of the California Scholarship Federation to please stand. I'd like to have all of our foreign exchange students please stand also. And now I would like to have a young man be recognized who has done something very unusual, an all-time first at Bear River High School. Ryan Engel, please stand. Ryan has previously received an appointment to the Coast Guard Academy, but today we learned that he has also received an appointment to the United States Naval Academy. What a decision to make, but he recently told me a few minutes ago that he is going to be headed toward Annapolis. Congratulations, Ryan Engel.
When that is yours. wish you till we meet again. I wish you till we meet again.
My dear friends, relax. I'm honored to have this last opportunity to be your surrogate mother. I can remind you of the essentials of life before you leave home. For instance, be sure to change your underwear, boys. Girls, keep a quarter in your shoe to call home in emergency. And don't forget to apply for financial aid again in January, okay? Tonight I want to talk to you about 3 of life's questions: success, love, and the shoes on the freeway. How do they get there? Do people drive with a leg out of the window? Does a person driving down the road say, "I don't like this shoe," and they pull it off and throw it out the window? It's a deep philosophical question. So as you drive down life's freeways and you see a shoe on the freeway, remember, ponder. Now, let's talk about the next burning issues. 2 questions. What do you love? And who do you love? You may be thinking, I love this last day of school. I love my squeeze. Or I love my hard body muscles. Or my incredible beard. But these are passing, momentary loves, and you'll spend years of your life deciding and redeciding what or who your loves are. And your life will be directed by your choices. First, you need to know the difference between love and lust. No effort on your part with lust. It's always around. Its lust is a must. Listen to its voice. This is what lust says. I want this. I must have this for me. Now, hear love speak. I must give myself to this, whether it's a person, an idea, your life work, or your situation. Thomas Merton describes the experience of love as beyond all restrictions of self-centered self. Such love begins only when the ego renounces its little kingdom of desires. You graduates, as whole people, can look forward to giving all you have to the task at hand, because giving is the best way to exist. If you give, you will become a dynamic, expressive personality. Your energy and talents will increase. You'll be satisfied by a life of purpose. Your discipline will grow. You'll develop integrity and patience. And your ability to listen to others will be cultivated. And your understanding will expand. You'll become a complete whole person. Now, everyone's been on your back, and including me, to do well, to go to school, to find a life, to do it and to do it right. Well, think of this. This year the skies opened and the water poured down. And now the fields are filled with wildflowers that you haven't seen in years because of our 7-year drought. They haven't bloomed because there's been no water. Well, you're going to have droughts in your life too. Don't worry, little dumplings, for if nothing blooms for a little while, the seeds are there. And when the climate is right, you'll bloom. Be patient with yourselves. It's the journey, not the destination, that matters. Being on your path is what your life is about. Each destination opens out onto wider horizons, new and undiscovered territories. Your next few years will slowly unfold, allowing you to discover yourself by degrees. Spend your efforts and energies watering and fertilizing your life. Be sure you will harvest what you plant. So plant a lot of love and kindness, and it'll come back to you. Learn about yourself and the world you live in, and expect that in the world that is wonderful and horrible, you can be a warm refuge to yourself, to the ones you love, and the people whose life you touch. Start moving in the direction of what you love to do. Find joy and a sense of accomplishment along the way. Devote yourself. Give yourself away. You'll receive far more than you give. So what does love have to do with success? These legs. Success is not the abundance of material wealth. Many wealthy folks are unhappy and unfulfilled. Relationships hold the secret of success. To love and be loved. Ralph Waldo Emerson, who in his time people thought was a little strange, wrote this about success. To laugh often and much, and you're doing well. To win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends. To appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. This is to have succeeded. So my wonderful friends, go and do well. I love you, and I will miss you. Thank you.
Bring.
Hello?
Hello, is Jen there?
Yeah, it's me.
Hi, Jen. This is Brandon. I was just calling to see if you'd started on your valedictorian speech yet. I'm scared to death about speaking tomorrow.
Yeah, I know what you mean. People keep asking me if I've written it yet, but I haven't even decided what I want to say.
Gee, I wish I'd done a worse job on my senior dissertation, then I wouldn't have to worry about this whole speech thing.
Yeah, and I think if I had tried just a little bit less in Mrs. Holt's class, I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Well, what are you going to talk about?
I was thinking of saying something about how the world evolves around me and how I'm glad to be shaking the dust of the school off my shoes. Or I could talk about the importance of cable TV and how it has shaped a generation of degenerates. Well, Brandon, I don't know.
Jen, I'm scared. We're never going to figure this out. It just won't work.
I know. What are we going to do? What if we didn't show up? Do you think they'd notice? Couldn't they just mail us our diplomas? These speeches can get quite boring, you know.
No, we can't do that. My whole family's going to be there. Even my nephews, dads, brothers, son.
Yeah, my parents laid a big old guilt trip on me about how proud they are. Maybe I could say something about my old dad. He turns 41 on graduation. But that would probably embarrass him. I said something about my entire education, about everyone that I've grown up with since kindergarten. I have known some of the people in our class for 13 years, ever since I was in the first class to go through Cottage Hill. We've been through so much together. Or I was thinking of mentioning a few of our funny memories, like Mr. Hopkins. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
I hear he had a nervous breakdown and was working as a car salesman in Los Angeles. And what about Miss Gearhart's hair?
I don't think green is her color. Or what about those librarians? I had to promise them my firstborn child so they would let me graduate.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be working for about 10 years after college before I can make up the money they charge me for Bennett Quarters. Maybe I could say something about our civics class. We're practically family, and look at the experiences we've had.
Yeah, how about your 2-in-1 bag ward?
No, I don't think we'll mention that. I was thinking more along the lines of the infamous dry ice bomber or the elevator crew.
I don't know, Jen. I don't think you can stretch that out to 5 minutes.
Okay, well, how about if I was to give a serious speech about leaving our family and friends? Maybe I could get everyone to cry if I told them we will probably never see one another again. Even though everyone always says they'll write, very few actually do. But no, I don't think I want to depress everyone. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Don't you agree?
Yeah, if you talked about that stuff, I'd probably cry.
Well, what do you think you're going to say?
Well, I was thinking of saying how unimportant a good education is and how you shouldn't try too hard in life because, hey, look where hard work and self-sacrifice has gotten me. I was also thinking of talking about myself, but that would be too boring. I could also talk about the Bear River class of '93, how talented they are and how much success they will have. They would like that. But it's true, our class is one of the most gifted and special groups of people that I know. They're great artists, talented athletes, and intelligent minds. Wherever this class goes, they will be successful. They can do whatever they want, as long as they remember to be happy and always follow their hearts. Well, I have to remember to tell my parents that I love them and thank all my friends. Oh, and I forgot to thank God because if I did, He might strike me with a bolt of lightning. Well, I also have to remember to speak clearly, slowly, and not mumble. Well, that's about all I can think of.
I still don't want to give a speech. Do you think there's any way of getting out of it?
I don't know, it seems pretty much set in stone right now.
Well, I think I'm going to go to Mr. Words tomorrow and tell him to drop the whole valedictorian part of the ceremony.
Hey, that's a great idea. That sure takes a lot of pressure off of me.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jen. Goodbye.
Bye.
Old friend, here we are, after all the years and tears and all that we've been through. It feels so good to see you looking back in time, having other friends and other lovers, but no other one like you. All my life, no one ever has known me better. I must have traveled down 1,000 roads, been so many places, seen so many faces, always on my way to something new. Whoa, but But it doesn't matter, 'cause no matter where I go, every road leads back. Every road just seems to lead me back to you. Oh friend, there were times I didn't want to see your face or hear your name again. Now those times are far behind me. It's so good to see your smile. I've forgotten how nobody else could make me smile the way you do. All this time, you're the one I still want beside me. I must have traveled down 1,000 roads, been so many places, seen so many faces, always on my way to something new. Whoa, but it doesn't matter, 'cause no matter where I go, every road leads back. Every road just seems to lead me back to you. I must have traveled down 1,000 roads, been so many places, seen so many faces, always on my way to something new. Whoa, but it doesn't matter, 'cause no matter where I go, every road leads back. Every road just seems to lead me back. Every road leads back. Every road just seems to lead me back to you. Every road just seems to lead me back to you.
Before anything, I'd just like to wish Tim Coring a happy birthday and a round of applause for him. I had to do it. To you.
Happy birthday, dear Tim. Happy birthday to you.
Friends,
Teachers,
family,
fellow graduates,
on behalf of the class in 1993, we'd like to welcome you to the commencement exercises of the 6th graduating class of Bear River High School. This year's class of 193 joins a much larger class of 2,408,000 high school seniors across the United States who, like us, are about to begin the next chapter of their life.
but above all, graduation is the time. The time to look back and remember what we as a class have accomplished over the years. To remember what made these years so special and the times will be remembered the rest of our lives. This is the time. I'll never forget my first day of kindergarten. I walked into class being forced by my mom, bawling my head off. I looked around the room and saw a bunch of weird faces looking at me. I begged my mom not to leave me there alone. I was scared of the new faces, but more than that, scared of what lay ahead. Little did I know I was about to begin a 12-year journey that would eventually lead me to this day. But most important, that was the day I became a part of the class of '93. My first real memory is that of Mrs. Dobbs' first grade play, Annie, which starred Blake Paul, Jason Graydon, Karen Ermshaw, Don Tebow, Amy Patrick, Josh Skillings, Jason White, Tim O, and Matt Hubbard, and I hope I got them all. We acted out the play and at the same time sang songs from the musical Annie. I got stuck with a part of a crying girl because I was the best fake crier in the class. I think I still am. I also remember the countless lunches that I spent with many of the people sitting here today out on the picnic tables in the front of Cottage Hill. Those were the days. We then moved to Pleasant Ridge where we spent our second, third, and fourth grade years together. My most vivid memory of those years, besides Trevor Murray starting to shave, is that of the annual school Olympics where Nate Lane and Ryan Angle seemed to win every event. I also remember the jog walkathon with which Eric Ellis won. And my stomach still sometimes remind me of those dreaded hot lunches. I still haven't figured those out. Fifth grade was the one and only year our class was separated when Alta School was built and with the majority of students attending Pleasant Ridge. Then came sixth grade and the move over to Magnolia in the big junior high years. To me, that was the year of the boyfriend and girlfriend. Not a day went by without the hot gossip of Bobby breaking up with Susie or Tommy French kissing Julie. I now look back and think, were we really that dumb? Then there was our sixth grade Christmas program, The Nutcracker, which starred Damian Horn as the Nutcracker, Aaron Bell as Alvin from the Chipmunks, Keegan Rohr, Don Tebow, April Peterson, and Andy Rigler as the sixth grade teachers. And all of us were the supporting cast in that play. And of course, I got stuck with a part playing Astro from the Jetsons. And Tim Sheehan played the part of my master, the Grinch. Why did I always get stuck with the stupid parts? And who will ever forget sixth grade camp with everything from the skits to our first dance? Those were the days. Then came seventh and eighth grade, and already Matt Hubbard and Josh Skillings were claiming to have their first whisker. Of course, it was a figment of their imagination, and puberty did not hit until later. But those years, which seemed to go by so fast, soon came to an end, and with it came eighth grade graduation. And the move from being the big fish in the little sea to the little fish in the big sea. Yes, we all became freshmen. It all began with freshman orientation where we were all stuffed in the multi-purpose room and watched the upperclassmen do skits in front of us. Everyone was decked out in their brand new clothes and already had planned a month in advance the clothes they would wear for the first 10 days of school. Everyone was deciding and looking forward to high school and all the new adventures it would bring. Dances, lockers, rallies, off-campus lunches, and football games. Everything seemed so exciting back then. But with that came the fears of high school. The fears of getting trashed, lost, or just plain trampled by the upperclassmen. Those were the days. But soon the year was over, and next was our sophomore year, which meant only one thing, driving. That was the year that everybody began to receive their licenses, except for Jelaine, who had already been busing half our class around freshman year when she got her license. That is also the year Phil Johnson got the first of many tickets to come in his high school. And I will never forget the trip our JV basketball team took to Tahoe. After Chris Smith and Kent Molitor got in a little scuffle, Kent threw a banana at Chris. It missed and splattered on the wall behind him. Coach Conway made him clean it up, and while he was jumping to get the banana off the roof, he strained his back and couldn't play in the next game. Those were the days.
When my mom said we were moving from our home in New York to the Sunshine State of California, I was excited as any teen should be. I could handle hanging out on the beaches, watching all the surfers, and seeing all those beautiful palm trees that I'd only seen on TV. I pictured the school that I'd attend to be exactly like Beverly Hills and 90210. But then I arrived in Grass Valley. Needless to say, it was not exactly what I had dreamed of. As my mom and I drove home from the airport, we got caught behind the traffic of an accident on Highway 49. This gave me a chance to really see the area and the environment. The first thing I noticed was there was a lot of cows. I saw open fields roaming of cows. How exciting. However, my eyes continued to scan every road sign, just waiting to see a sign to read, "This way to the beach." And finally I found that sign. I entered through some guard gates where my mom and I had to study our life history just to get to our own house. After that, we drove a couple miles and then it came up. The sign simply read, Main Beach. I knew it would finally come. I was so excited, but as I looked down the hill toward the beach, I was sort of surprised. It wasn't exactly what I expected. No ocean breeze, no palm trees, no waves, and most of all, no surfers. Just Chad Heward and Dave Levitt skimboarding. It was sort of disappointing. But the next day I went to see Bear River for the first time. As I drove in the parking lot, I was amazed. It was the most incredible campus I'd ever seen. The grass, the trees, and the whole aura of the school was simply incredible. It was so much more beautiful than any school I'd ever seen. Yes, even better than the 90210 campus. Then the first day of school rolled around and I was anxious. I remember the first person I talked to was Blake Paul, Mr. McAteer's first period history class. As I went from class to class, looking at all the new faces, the first thing that I noticed was how the teachers dressed so casually. The school I had come from in New York had been so much more formal. Also, I noticed the friendly atmosphere that surrounded me. I had always heard of that typical small town place where everybody knew everybody, and that was just what the attitude was like at Bear River. Everyone I met was so friendly. People came up to me, introduced themselves, and we would just talk. Jenny Gershbach, Jamie Muse, Keith Hanley, Melissa Litchfield, and many others made the transition very easy. Everyone made me feel right at home. It was the most caring and compassionate atmosphere I had ever been in. I found that people actually here enjoyed life. They take time to notice the little things that are so special. And after the first year, this became very noticeable to me. Unlike my old school, it was not unusual to stay around after class, after school, or even after lunch and just talk on a personal level with almost any teacher. However, the first thing that amazed me most about Bear River was this new principal I had. At lunch, I saw some guy just walking around and talking with all the students. I asked who it was, and somebody told me it was the principal. I was shocked. I had never heard of a principal coming out of his office and actually conversing with students. He talked to each student as if they were their best friend. And as I look back, I now realize that this is exactly what he and everyone else here was, the best friend. But now that these years are over, we begin to think of what we could have done to make our high school experience better. In hindsight, we begin to see the mistakes we made and what we could have done to avoid them. But like the saying goes, hindsight is 20/20.
But overall, the journey has gone well, and I know I personally have enjoyed not just my 4 years here at Bear River, but the 12 years I spent together with many of you. While I have grown apart from many of my friends along the way, I've also made new friends. And if I knew back then all the things that I knew today, I wouldn't change 1 hour. Because through the good and bad, I've learned so much from my mistakes and my experiences.
And now I realize how lucky I was to come here and join Bear River's class in 1993. I now understand how special this class is and will take with me the memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. It has been an honor for me to serve you as your president, and I thank you for the memorable times and experiences that you have given to me. There are times I will never forget. So, to our teachers and administration, we thank you not only for your work you put into preparing the everyday lessons, but also the lessons in life. Thank you for being mentors and role models, but most of all, thank you for being an understanding friend.
To our friends, thank you for the good times and the bad, the laughter and the tears, the pain and the sorrow. But most of all, thank you for the memories that truly will last a lifetime. And to our parents, we thank you for everything you have done for us.
The late nights, helping us with homework, the support through any activity, and putting up with the many ups, downs, fights, and frustrations that come with any teenager. But most of all, we thank you for the unconditional love that has brought us this far and will continue to carry us throughout life.
And to the class of 93, we thank you. Thank you for the many friendships that we have made, the fun times we've had together, and the memories that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. We wish you the excitement of future goals to strive for, the anticipation of many wonderful opportunities to come, and a feeling of pride for all that you have accomplished.
Staying together isn't easy, especially in this world of ours that changes so fast. Things will never be the same. We'll all go our separate ways and begin our own new journey in this place that up until now we have only heard of as the real world. We will take on new responsibilities and most of all, make new friends. And although I look forward to college and my own future, I realize that I will truly miss Bear River and the experiences and awesome times I've had in high school. You guys are awesome, and I will never forget any of you.
This is the time, this is the moment. We've waited so long just to be standing here. We had a dream and we made it happen, and nobody believed we'd get this far. Thank you, class of 93, and I'll never forget you guys, and may God bless you all.
Happy birthday. And I want to thank all the parents and friends and the graduates for being here tonight. I know Jurassic Park opened up this evening, and I'm going tomorrow night. Before I begin, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing me to give one of this year's commencement addresses. I'd like to tell you how honored, how proud I am. Those who generally give these type of speeches are individuals with great wisdom and usually have great advice for the graduates. I'm a little nervous because I can't help but think about the student of mine I had in my past. Being a world history teacher, I had one young man write a term paper about Socrates. He had concluded that Socrates was a famous Greek teacher who went around giving advice, so they poisoned him. So I think maybe I should stay away from the lemonade tonight. You should be very proud of yourselves, your efforts, your achievements. 77 of this graduating class will be attending a 4-year institution this fall.
A prison.
From what Audrey has indicated, this class just might have broken the bank when you all receive your scholarships. Well, the first thing I needed to do was to find a suitable topic for my speech tonight. Some of my colleagues asked me to talk about world hunger. Some asked me to talk about world peace. And Tim Coring, in leadership class, asked me to talk about 5 minutes. Well, tonight I'd like to talk about the symbolism found in the book, The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz represents our journey through life, our challenges and our fears. It is Dorothy who symbolizes the person who is looking to find her way in life. Her dog Toto represents the instinctive energy we all possess, which she keeps very close to her. Where does Dorothy begin? At the beginning. Just follow the yellow brick road. The yellow brick road could represent the direction you must take in order to fulfill your dreams and aspirations. And like Dorothy, your quest for greater achievement must be done under your own power. In Dorothy's journey, she meets up with 3 unforgettable characters: a straw man who lacks brains and intelligence, a tin man who lacks a heart or the ability to care for others, and a cowardly lion who lacks courage and will desert. Will desert in the face of a challenge. These characters each represent certain flaws in Dorothy's very own personality. As the story goes on, Dorothy has one final adventure. In order to achieve her goal, she must first confront and outwit the Wicked Witch of the West and return to the Emerald City with the witch's broomstick. The Wicked Witch represents all the fears that we develop over time that eventually need to be overcome. Once you as an individual have confronted, conquered, and overcome your greatest fears, only then you can move on and fulfill your own destiny. When Dorothy returns to Oz with her trophies, she has conquered her greatest nemesis, her fears. She is a heroine. She has met the challenge, and with a great deal of courage, she has won. Near the ending of the story, the true identity of the wizard is revealed, and he is only a man. And isn't it appropriate that it was Toto, Dorothy's instincts, that is the part of Dorothy that discovers this? The all-knowing and all-powerful Wizard of Oz's real power are those that God has given him. The unmasking brings the wizard down to earth. Nonetheless, he continues his charade and grants the characters their wishes, but in an unexpected way. He simply changes their attitudes towards themselves and the virtues they seek. The straw man who wanted a brain was given the doctorate of thinkology, saying the universities are full of brainless people. To the Cowardly Lion, a medal and a parade, stating it's parades that make heroes. And the Tin Man, who desperately wanted a heart, the wizard gives him a testimonial about how much he is loved by others. This simply symbolizes the inner reality of each and every one of us. The wizard points out it's what is inside of us that makes us each complete human beings. But what about Dorothy? The Scarecrow cries out. For Dorothy, it was a free ride in a balloon back home to Kansas with her dog Toto. Dorothy doesn't quite make it. There is still one more lesson she must learn. Somewhat frustrated, Dorothy thinks she is going to spend all of eternity in the Emerald City, the land of Oz. Then suddenly, the Good Witch of the North, Glinda, appears for the last time. Glinda, who represents Dorothy's own self-powers to survive, reassures the young lady there is no need to worry because Dorothy has the power to return to Kansas all along. The power to get home was symbolically at her feet. Dorothy needed to develop her character, develop a better understanding of herself along the way, and she needed to assert herself in the world. It is simply a question of Dorothy's attitude. The change in Dorothy's attitude represents her self-acceptance. One can see that one's deepest desires are in one's own backyard. Once Dorothy has completed her tasks, she wakes up to a new appreciation of the values of what she has already in fact exhibited. She opens her eyes with a new outlook, a new meaning for life, and a very strong appreciation for her family, her friends, and for herself. Along your journey to achieve wholeness, every one of you must also go through the necessary stages along the way. But your last stage of fulfillment must come from you. While at Bear River, some of you graduates have already developed some of those same characteristics that Dorothy learned on her journey. You developed courage with hard work and perseverance these past 4 years. You developed intelligence and new knowledge by surviving Mr. Heward's biology class, or Dr. McAteer's AP classes, or even Miss Holt's honors English class. Your heart, the center of your inner soul, the center of your entire universe, has always been there, day after day, year after year. You have developed the ability to care for your families, your friends, your fellow graduates, but best of all, for yourselves. Before we close this final chapter, I'd like you to remember these last few words of advice. All right, here it comes, advice. Get out the lemonade. Here we go. Assert yourselves in the world. Stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. Believe in yourself because we all believe in you. Your deepest desires are within you, and you carry with you our hopes and our dreams for the future. Have the courage to be persistent as you work towards your goals. If it's worth wanting, it's certainly worth fighting for. Dorothy, who doesn't get to ride home in the balloon, needs to get home on her own. You must understand that there is no free ride, and you must reach your goals on your own. The answer to your fears, your intelligence, your courage, your heart lies within each and every one of you. Just like Dorothy's ruby slippers, everything you will need for the future is at your feet. I'd like to wish you all the very best in what life has to offer. I'm envious of your future. So much to live for, and your real adventure is just on the horizon. It seems so very exciting, and I'm sure somewhat scary. Take it all in stride and remember, you can have everything in life you want if you would just help enough other people get what they want. I remember reading, the test of thankfulness is really not what you have to be thankful for, but whether others in the world have reason to be thankful you have passed their way. I'm very proud of our paths have crossed. Thank you for being such wonderful human beings. Not done. I applaud you. I congratulate you. I thank you for the wonderful chair. I salute you. That's for you, Ryan. Thank you. I love you guys, and God bless you all.
Packing up the dreams being planted in the fertile soil of you. I can't believe the hopes being granted means a chapter in your life is through, but we'll keep you close as always. It won't even seem you go, 'cause our hearts in big and small ways will keep the love that keeps us strong. The liar. And friends forever, if our paths don't cross again. And a friend will not say never, because our welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, even though we know that a lifetime's not too long to live as friends. The faith and love that's given spring from the hope we know. We will hope the joy you live in is the strength that now you will show. We'll keep you close as always. It won't even seem you go, 'cause our hearts in big and small ways keep the love that keeps us strong. And friends forever, if our paths will cross again. And a friend will not say never, because the welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, even though we know that a lifetime's not too long to live as friends. And friends forever, if our paths will cross again. And a friend will not say never, because the welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, even though we know that a lifetime's not too long to live as friends. No, a lifetime's not too long to live as friends.
Dr. Harkhurst is principal of Bear River High School. It's with a great deal of pride, and I feel very privileged to certify that the Bear River High School graduating class of 1993 has met all of the requirements of the Nevada Joint Union High School District in the state of California.
And Mr. Wernz, as superintendent of the Nevada Joint Union High School District, it is my pleasure to accept the Bear River High School graduating class of 1993.
Always willing to go the extra mile, parents. For without your efforts, we would not be here celebrating these successes. This is not a beginning or an ending, but a process or passage. Bear River High School graduating class of 1993, I wish for each and every one of you the happiness of a healthy, productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and the love of your family and friends. May the future be yours. Thank you.
Ready? Got your cameras focused?
I don't.
It says birthday. Hey, how many people get
Matthew A. Hubbard. Nathan Kona Falkenberg. Jen Hammond. Trevor Will Murray. Jennifer Lee Gersbach. Dana Marie Shorter. Cynthia Maria Schaefer. Brandon Glenn Perrette. Jeffrey Adam Gregory. Mark Anthony Gutierrez. Michael Blake Coker. Stephen Hainbach. Sean Edward McDonald. Janelle Joe Emmaheiser. Deborah Marie Enghusen. Brian Donald Hall. Joanna Ruth Schlichten. Christina Leanne Nelson. Jess Wolf. Stacy Renee Hardy. Wendy Joanna Graham. Ursula Lorelei Ernst. Teresa Renee Dower. Samuel B. Turnage. Caitlin N. Minkler. Jason C. Delano. Mark Mason Whitert. Anastasia K. Shaver. Kristen Ashley Rouse. Gregory James Tucker. Robert Anthony Galizia. Timothy Patrick Beasley. Timothy Scott Corin. Jamie Michelle Muse. Chad Kirk Heward. David Aaron Levitt. Daniel Pius Farrell. Christine Coonan. Bucky Wilcox. Brian J. McLean. Christopher Scott Smith. Andrew C. Rigler. Ryan Lee Clark. Brandy Lee Alvis. Angelique Renee Wood. Erin Jean Moorlag. Eric D. Ellis. Roylyn Carpenter. Patrick M. Seymour. Aaron Bell. Mark Lehigh Heward. Justin Mendenhall. Page. Caleb Dean Turner. Nathan Michael Lane. Shannon Gale Martin. Kristen Lorraine Armstrong. Sylvia Mendoza. Danielle Marie.
Angel Esposito. Christopher Ryan Crump. Daniela Nicola Bayer. Kaori Nakanishi. Brandon Kelly Hayes. Christy Nethercutt. Myra Kathleen Winfrey. Laura Kate Sanders. Stacy Elizabeth Everhart. Michelle Marie Garcia. William Thomas Love Jr. David Charles Marston. Jennifer Lee Heinsohn. Randall Kirby. Shelley Wu. Dawn Marie Rector. Danette Rochelle Seaman. Timothy Joseph Mello. Carrie Ann Carlson. Tracy Lynn Toney. Anikai Michelle Webb. William Theodore Marsh. Robert Wayne Starr. Joshua Anthony Bruno. Rochelle Dawn Huzeville. Laura Lynn Borders. Christina L. Arnold. Alana Merrill Kilborn. Karen Diane Ermshaw. Joshua Ray Anthony. Brian Burdett Hickson. Jeffrey Thomas Allen. David Anthony Diaz. Eric Geisen. Stephen L. Miller. Robert W. Durham. Jerusha Irene Roberts. Derek Christian Dykstra. Jeffrey Allen Zeller. Michael Damian Jason Horn. Ryan Anton Allman. J.R. Cardoza. DeCecco. Aaron Christopher Brandvass. Casey Aaron Carnahan. Cheryl Lee Carson. Christopher David Bruning. Wayne and Keegan Elise Rohr. Bjorn Newton Lawrence Remmers. Jason Childers here.
How are you feeling?
Awesome.
Awesome?
Yeah.
I heard about your accident.
Blake Christopher Paul.
That was the last I heard about you, so I didn't know what was going on at all.
Darlene
You look
McCormick.
different, dude.
Thank you.
You look very good, though.
Thank you.
Deanna.
Darlene McCormick! Woo! I sold
Michelle Marie Olson. Marie Litchfield. Keith Hanley. Jason Randall Parker. Rebecca Becky Lynn Fro Woodell. Amy Elizabeth Munn Patrick. Dawn Marie Munn Tebow of First. Anais Catherine Alexander. Jelaine Elizabeth Mao.
I was gonna get a job at Huh? No, it's fine. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, a little bit. I'm good. Cool.
Last graduation, and also here to visit my family.
Thanks for all the memories from your life class of 93.
The Bear River High School graduating class of 1993.
Congratulations. Let's go find Greggy. Greggy, look at all your classmates. Look at all these happy graduates. Greggy, where are
Hey, anything to say for Greg before he leaves?
Greg Tucker.
Good luck, and I know he'll go far.
All right, Anakai. This is good. Say something for Greg.
Live long and prosper.
Jenny Gershbach. Look how cute she is.
Oh my God! Bad cameras!
Do you have anything to say to Greg?
Greg, I'm gonna miss you. Remember 6th grade camp, and I'll see you in the future. Come visit San Diego. Woo!
Hey, you guys got anything to say to Greg?
Oh, good luck, Greg. Play volleyball.
Say something to Greg.
Hi, Greg. You can't call me a freshman anymore because I'm going to be driving, man.
Hey, you guys got anything to say to Greg?
Hi, Greg.
Greg, they're so happy.
I don't know where he is. Where's Brad?
Hey, say something to Greg, Bucky.
Hi, Greg. You're a good friend, Greg. I love you. Bye.
Say something to Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Say something to Greg.
Good luck, Greggy. This is the guy with the dorky haircut.
Say something to Greg, Brody.
Hi, Greg. Congratulations.
Hey, Carrie, say something to Greg.
Greg, go back while you can.
Seth, what's up, bro? Hey, Seth, say something to Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Greg.
Hi, Greg. I know it's been such a long time since I saw you, and you know, you just did a really great job, but I know what it feels like to be up there.
Where is he?
Straight up there.
No picture.
Wait, one more picture. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Thank you.
Re-hug Joe.
Act surprised.
Wait, Matt, you gotta...
Greg, guess who's here? Who? Joe!
Joe, I didn't even see him. Surprise!
And I'm missing a car.
Wait, I got something for bro.
No, you do.
Yeah.
I got some for two.
I'm missing a card.
Yeah, mine's in here too.
You're gonna have to get the 4 of you this time, and
Oh, yeah, good
Greg
idea.
has got the gown on this time.
Oh yeah, I'll get him. Sorry, no problem.
My freshman sister. Chili.
Is this one of these occasions you're gonna find my family? Somebody help me find my family.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for coming. You want to take over so I can do it with my cards?
I don't know how to do it.
All you gotta do is press this little button, and then if you want to get closer, you press that one. If you want to get wider, you press that one. You press the that's to stop it. Or start it. We just let it run the whole time. This is back. This is front.
And it's on right now.
It's on right now.
Here comes
Ready?
the new operator.
Here comes the new operator. If it sucks from now on, it's not my fault.
You got the old battery?
Yeah, no, yeah, I got it right here.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Greg. 1993.
That's the new one under.
Can you hold this?
It's darker this year than it was
Here I am. Thanks.
No, oh, remember when we sang that song? It was totally old battery.
I know, but before.
How do you spell
So wait,
it?
where'd the rest of my stuff go, Susan?
I just gave it to my mom.
Whatever, you Yahoo. That's true. Oh, God.
Yours.
Thanks.
Yes, our brother Rob did show up.
Sid,
Although
say hi to
he
Amy.
Oh my gosh, that's Amy Wilcox. No way, focus. I don't know if we can see you, but howdy. Amy, she's huge.
Yes.
Good to see you. Well, I haven't seen you.
Oh, pew pew, getting Hi, Diane. Do you have anything to say for Greg?
Hi, Greg.
Oh my God. Greg's a good hugger. Oh, it's that cute little, check her hair
I
out.
still haven't figured out what you say to people at graduation.
You should just ask him to give you money for college.
Each one.
She's a cutie.
Let's go.
She and Chucky would make a cute little couple.
I think so.
how they can
Greg's picking his nose.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's like hard to walk through.
I think it's too late. Let's just pretend it's going to take. Alright, congratulations. We're taking a picture.
Look me up.
Brad, real fast.
You're going to school on there, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I was just joking around all wrong. Like,
Hi, Brad.
Hi.
Got anything to say for a future Pepperdine Wave? Ride the waves. These guys, hello. Guys, have anything to say for Greg?
oh, Greg, we're proud of you so much. We're going to miss you. I just couldn't think you.
All right, thanks.
Let's get a big mushy.
Mushy head. Who's gonna hug? Mushy hug right there. Woo! Alright, this is my new job. Aww. Another big mushy hug. Greg and all the cute little girls. Greg, what a masterpiece of a video. Greg and the San Jose girls.
And Chuck.
And Chuck's back. Take off.
How long are you guys staying?
There's Rob. Rob, what do you have to say? Rob is what a guy. Oh. Hi. Guys, have anything to say for Greg?
They got all this people.
Congratulations. Great, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Heinzen. Aww.
Okay, I want to get a picture.
I know. Where's Papa?
I know. Where's Matt and Joe?
It'll be like the opposite. You'll be
Yeah, let's do it. Why don't you
These songs were right last year.
Come help me.
No, because on the video, all those celebrations.
Oh, Pinky! What do you have to, Pinky? Say something to Greg.
Hi, Greggy. What'd I say?
Tell him how much you love him.
I love you so much. Congratulations.
Awesome, Pig. Good job.
Congratulations, Greg. And
one more
BBF. Sorry, so
It's great going to
and
I think so.
good. How
His
fun.
father's trying to.
Dana Curtis.
Holy cow.
Do you want to say something to Greg?
Hi, Greg.
Good job.
Good job, Greg.
Dana has got to be one of the sweetest girls in the
I
whole
feel like
world.
I'm graduating.
Oh wait, there's a basketball guy too. Right on, Josh.
Julie.
Greg, where's Matt? All right. I don't know. Hopper! Matt! Hopper! Matt! Serious. Jared, can you take this picture here? Later, man. Ah! Come on.
I'm getting a little bit steadier.
Hey, where am I? Take a picture for us. 1, 2. I'm in heat. Wait, which one are like? Hey, Greg! I don't know what to have a flash, does it? Go. Oh, that's it. We gotta be like. Are you looking over there? Yeah. 1, 2. Come on. That is a.
Have you said anything yet? Oh, that was beautiful. Say bye.
Hi, Greg.
Greg's going to see you, Mr. Rodriguez. He's checking out his list.
You have to be on my phone too.
Nikki, wait.
A couple weeks. Didn't it work for us for the video game?
Smile.
I haven't recovered from lessons.
Hi.
Okay, now smile.
Okay, now look at us and smile.
Always
Look at us and
does.
smile. Now look at us and smile.
You know.
We're panning to Pinky.
Yes.
I can see how people get really annoyed by this.
A little of both. Mostly
Hey, Anthony's here and Matt's here. Oh my gosh. Want it?
The moms, all the hard work. How do you feel, moms? How do you feel about your boys? How do you feel about your boys graduating?
We feel great! And now we're going to Disneyland!
Carol, that was the best line in this whole film. Cool. Have anything to say to Greg?
What's that?
Have anything to say to Greg?
Congratulations, Greg. I had fun with you at camp.
All right, thanks,
See you
Mike.
there next year.
They got football legs. Or, I mean, soccer legs.
They're knowledgeable college men. Yeah, you can.
Oh, you're not going to let my hair I'm so upset.
Jurassic Park, which opens tonight.
This is a commercial.
Steven Spielberg dressed.
Seal a cat mayonnaise.
That's why I read my Casio.
Oh my god.
Karen, I'm sure your mom's going to kill me for not having you on this. Do you have anything to say to Greg or to your mom or anybody?
I'm gonna miss you, Greg. I love you.
Aw, thanks. Did I get you at the beginning of this? No, good.
you can be it all.
Anything to say to your mom if she wants a copy?
I'll miss you next year. I love you. Thank you forever.
All right. Thanks, Karen. Oh, oops. I'm all biff now.
Still on. Go away, but I just keep coming.
Great stuff. All these girls around him.
What happened here? And I can lead everybody in the cry.
Hi, guys. Anything to say to Greg before his video collection?
Anything to say?
Yeah.
Hi, Greg.
No more of that.
Awesome. Anything for you to say to Greg?
Greg, congratulations! I'm so jealous!
Thanks. Anything to say to Greg?
Greg, we all love you, especially me.
We do. I love you more than anybody.
Thanks.